Hello.
What? Oh no!
What? Hold protect.
It's your fault.
We're not even on screen and we're off the rails. Oh,
and I'm in
All
trouble
the voices in my
already.
head.
I mean, clearly.
Hello and welcome to Legacy of Fools, an actual play Dungeons and Dragons live stream. However, we are still Legacy of Fools, but we are not doing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Tim is out this week, so I, Eric, am your new DM for the night. We stream every live Tuesday, typically floating somewhere in the ethereal plane, but tonight we'll be in the Tokyo Drift universe because tonight,
The Tokyo
from the
Driftiverse.
minds of Grant Howitt and Chris Taylor, concept based on Sean Smith, we are playing Jason Statham's Big Vacation.
Yeah, but
Like I said, I am your Statham master, Eric, and now the players.
Hi, I'm Amy. Wait,
What
the one-shot button. Hey, I'm Amy.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
I'm Amanda.
Hi, I'm Genevieve.
And like I said, I am Eric. Hello.
Yay! We still remember.
The weirdest. So at my caroling job, we usually do like, "Hi, I'm Emma. Hi, I'm Ian. Hi, I'm Genevieve." Blah blah blah, and then we go, "And we are the Holiday Handbell Carolers." And because we didn't say character names, I so badly wanted to say.
About
Anyway,
to get in.
can't take my job home.
We are
Sorry, we
the,
can't be done.
we're
never
the
be there.
Statham Holiday Carolers. No.
Jen, I have this information on my computer, but just for the sake of me being able to look up a little bit more, do you have a spare sheet? Thank you. So we are playing Jason Statham's Big Vacation tonight. Here is the...
I don't have Jason Statham or music.
I like to believe that this is the music he plays on the daily anyways.
Yeah.
Before he's got to get in the zone for a scene or whatever.
Sure.
So, Jason Statham, international movie star, is on his holiday. But his own impulsive nature and the attentions of his rival, the Wesley Sniper, could ruin everything.
Oh no.
It's up to you, players, a team of skilled operatives paid by his management to ensure he has a great time. So, Jason Statham will be played by the SM, the Statham Master, that is me, and each player has chosen a character class down below. So, going in a circle, starting with Amy, go ahead and tell us what your character class is and what your name is.
I am Jason Statham's agent. My name is Veronica Listen Baby.
Hell yeah. I am Jason Statham's tour guide. I am called Taylor Chalky.
Taylor Chalky?
Taylor Chalky.
Sorry, I need to write that down. It's so important. I know that.
It's going to be super duper important. And you were
Veronica Listen
Veronica
Baby.
Listen Baby.
Yeah, I'm Jason Statham's private security. The two glasses are important. And I am...
That's his name?
Yes. No, my name is Big J, does not stand for Jason.
That's the full name?
Yes.
Does not say, okay.
And I am Jason Statham's lawyer, who is also his sister, Stacy Statham.
Stacy Statham.
Try and say that 10
Did we
times
win
fast.
already?
Oh, God.
We're already halfway there.
Hell yeah.
Stunning.
So these characters with their character classes are in charge of making sure that Jason Statham gets to have a little bit of Statham time, a little time to unwind from all of his big movie shoots and the stressful career of an A-list actor. So these are the game rules. So whenever you, the players, attempt an action and the Statham Master reckons the outcome might be in doubt, we're going to roll for it. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a d12 and you're trying to roll under a 4 or less for a desirable outcome. So there's a bar that to try to meet that you're trying to score under. That number will always be 4 unless you are using one of your skills down below in your class, in which case the number that is by that skill that you are using will be the new target number. For instance, Taylor Chalky. If you are using your local knowledge, for instance, as a skill, if you're making a check and using local knowledge for it, instead of rolling under a 4 or less, you only have to roll under a 7 or less. Ones are critical successes. 12s are critical failures. 5 through 11, things go bad. And then anything equal to a 4 or below without a modifier goes well.
The high numbers is bad in this one.
It's golf because it's a relaxing vacation style of mechanics.
So if we are able to loop in one of our 3 skills,
You can substitute that target.
However shoehorny we do that.
it bumps up the target for that roll.
Correct. Yeah, so let's say if you're using your Statham lore for any kind of check,
Sure. It'll be real and it'll be good.
you might want to have Google popped up on your phone. You know, get the wiki
IMDb trivia.
It's Jason Statham.
Get the what would that even called? The Stathampedia? The Stadia?
Yes.
But say you're using Statham lore instead of a target number of 4, that will increase to an 8, and you're trying to roll under an 8 for that to be a success.
Copy.
Is it 8 or below or under 8?
8 or below, meets and below. Yes.
Got it.
Crocodile with the underline underneath.
Crocodile.
Thank you.
Dundee.
If you fail, or pardon me, actually going back, players, go ahead and notate down somewhere that right now you have a stability score of 3 and you have an adrenaline score of 0.
Okay.
If you fail a check,
Where's the stability score?
it's just something you're gonna have to record.
Okay.
It's a tiny
What?
little 1 sentence right below the pick your character class. Each character below starts with 3 stability and 0 adrenaline. You're just gonna need to keep track of those because for any failed check, a point in stability will then transfer into adrenaline. If your stability goes down to 0, congratulations. You are either dead, you have gone mad, or otherwise rendered unable to help Jason Statham and company. Have a good day.
Oh dear.
So that's it for basically 3 failed checks. You'll go down to stability 0. Now
Oh, shit balls.
they're switching into adrenaline because for each failed check that goes into adrenaline.
Each failed Shrek.
Man,
no,
this
you
is-
said it.
Red leather, yellow leather. Jason Statham, Jason.
Go on.
For every point in adrenaline, you will add that number to the check roll, increasing the difficulty modifier, and we'll just do that as it happens. But basically, the more you fail, the less stable you get, the closer to getting kicked out you are. Now, that's from a player individual standpoint, how you can get knocked out as a player. Now, there are a couple other ways that this whole scenario could go. We're going to be doing a little bit of an itinerary today that's going to be chosen at random by us all here in a second. In those scenarios that we're going to be playing out, if you look towards the bottom right of the sheet, that place that says danger mode, I will be choosing one of those 4 things to go into the scenarios with, and you as a team will pick one other one. These are called Statham tracks. Essentially, if Jason is pushed Jesus.
Sorry.
He's pushed
You gotta talk a lot more as DM.
I feel like I've seen a movie where Jason Statham pushes Jesus.
Beekeeper 3.
Fuck yeah.
The Statham track is categorized by one word. It is either dead, sad, arrested, or bored. If either of the chosen tracks between me or you, if the scene starts leaning towards that way, I can decide to put D3 points on that track. You will always have a chance to intervene, and we'll definitely always play that out and see if you can, steer it the other way. However, if one of those tracks fills out to 8 points in total, we automatically play out the scenario that it's attached to. For instance, if the dead track gets filled out for whatever reason, we will jump right to Jason Statham is dying, at which point that will be the objective to carry out this day. So that's it. Otherwise,
we can't stop once we get to 8, or can we try to resurrect Jason?
You can basically before that D3 resolves, you can interact and intervene in whatever way with those skills to try to derail those points from happening.
Okay.
It'll basically be, here's what's going to happen, how do you intervene to make that not happen?
Boy,
Sure.
I tell you, I'll be checking Google News tomorrow to make sure we didn't make a big faux pas in the game tonight.
And question about the adrenaline versus stability.
Yes.
I don't know where that voice came. Excuse me. Is there any way to get back stability or
No.
No. Okay.
Correct.
Once you're unstable, you're just gone. All right. Cool.
Correct.
Cool.
Perma, whatever. We aforementioned about the Wesley Sniper. That's going to be a Wesley Snipes hounds popular action stars in a quest for deranged vengeance.
Sure.
He has sworn never to shoot other actors with his high caliber rifle, but everything else is fair game. He will interfere with every scene from afar. He's too distant to be stopped, and so the team must work around him.
Oh my god.
So the Wesley Sniper will do anything he can to derail this pleasant day we have all planned out for Jason.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
That's the overview. Those are the basic rules. We'll revisit them as we hit
He's
them
like
in
the
game mechanics.
snail that's slowly coming towards you at all times.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
snail.
Always interfering from afar.
Oh,
That reminds me,
gracious.
post streamer for extra content. Remind me about a hilarious snail joke. So let's get this started. Each of you have received the itinerary for the day.
Yep.
Jason Statham, much like filling out a rider, has things that he wants to do, that he wants to go visit and have a good time with. So Amy, go ahead and roll a d20.
Ooh.
I'll be writing down some stuff. I will also be writing a d20 for something that will be revealed later.
That's a 15, which is like, if I'm reading correctly, we're going banana boating.
That is correct. He really wants to go banana boating, so that's where you're going to start.
Absolutely,
yeah.
it does.
I rolled a different number for something else that will come into play
Mystery
later.
number?
Jamie,
Yes.
what else are we doing on this fine Statham day?
Let's find out. A 12. Heartbreaking family film displayed on projector screen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
Is it under?
Oh, sorry. Eel Sanctuary. Even better.
Very aquatic day.
Yeah.
Jason Statham is, he's coming off that Megalodon movie, but he never got to enjoy being actually in the water.
Megalodon movies.
Movies, that's right. He's been on a few. And he's been on I was going to say some shark movies, but I think that's Megalodon. He was in a
Please
Never
pull
mind,
up
we'll revisit
Jason
this later.
Statham's
Pull up his
IMDb.
IMDb.
We'll look into this later.
I have the list up. It's just I didn't realize how expansive the list is, so I won't take all the time to.
You didn't realize how many movies Jason Statham had done?
Listen, he's got quite the oeuvre.
All right. Amanda, will you roll for our third itinerary item today?
Absolutely. Wow.
Oh, wow.
So I got 12 again. Should I re-roll?
Yeah. We won't repeat. So
Double eel sanctuary.
Oh, the eel
A
sanctuary.
different eel
Eel
sanctuary.
Mansion.
That is a natural 20 for owl sanctuary.
Owl Sanctuary.
Fuck.
I like the eel sanctuary and the owl sanctuary.
Very, livestocky day. All right, let me counter roll for something. That's a repeat. We won't do it.
Wasn't that what they did in Expendables 4? The eel sanctuary, then the owl sanctuary?
In that order.
I
Exactly.
pulled up his IMDb. I will now be referencing it.
Yay.
Fully spat.
Guys, I will say there is one specific thing I wanted to happen, and I'm not forcing it, but it was written in the stars, and I'm very excited.
Please.
Oh, I'm scared.
Jen, take us home. What else are we doing to close out the day?
I'm rolling on a d20, yeah?
And for a little bit of flavor, this one shot requires that I roll on top of this and combine the two. So we'll be rolling together.
12 again.
All right, so reroll that
Under the eel
12.
sanctuary's fine.
Really
I'm wild for the eels.
Love eels.
2. Oh, nope, that's another 12.
I got the feel for eels.
Why are we resisting it so much? 19.
19. All right.
Marina.
Yeah.
So he wants to do a bunch of water shit and then also go
Yeah.
see some owls.
Well, and I rolled a 13.
That's true.
Which is very conducive because that's snorkeling. So we have marina snorkeling.
Oh.
Nice.
And then again, I'm rolling one more secret roll, and we will be on our
Four
way.
scenes in the games.
What's that?
Are we doing 5?
4.
Yeah.
Wait, we got 4.
It's marina snorkeling. They're combined.
They're combined. Yeah.
So banana boating is at an eel sanctuary? What?
No,
No,
we are
banana boating
doing-
is its own thing. Eel sanctuary is its own thing. Owl sanctuary is its own thing. Marina and snorkeling are together.
So now we have 4.
We got 4. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I'm just rolling
One plus one
more
plus half plus
thing.
Four.
Oh wait, that's for okay.
Ooh, Jean, you're doing well learning. You deleted a message and banned somebody.
Oh,
Good work,
nice.
Jean.
All right.
I don't know what the message was, but I love that you're
It was
taking care of
spam.
it.
Don't worry.
Exactly
I'm
the
sure.
point. Is that you
I
don't know.
love that you're taking care of it. Thank you, Jean.
Hell yeah.
Great.
All right.
The mystery.
So,
Sorry, I have to write down this note.
a very watery scenario.
Very watery. It really is a very aquatic day.
A lot of wet
how,
work today.
How fitting. Spring is upon us. Summer is fast coming, and Jason Statham has just finished putting on a lovely SPF 95 on his bald chrome dome. He is nowhere to be seen though, as the four of you are on a boat. It is a not a flashy, speedy boat, but it looks like it's got some kick to it. It's got a tube stuck to it in the shape of a banana. You could ride it. It's one of those long banana tubes. You could fit about 8 people on this thing. It's you 4, and it's some other people. It's some actors. It's some people that are in the industry. Some people that kind of keep close with Jason Statham. And on your itinerary with the 4 places you'll be going today and what you'll be doing is a little note at the end that says, "Meet me at the boat at 8 o'clock sharp. Don't be late." You check your watch. It's 7:59.
But we're here.
But you're here.
So.
And over
Oh, or the boat. Okay, cool.
And in the distance, you start to hear a rhythmic whirl, a very, very rhythmic. And closer it comes. A helicopter until it is right above
I thought that
your
was
boat.
him running. Why does he make that?
He's running on the helicopter.
You see it
On the blades as
on
they
the horizon, getting closer, wearing what look like miniature boats on his feet. Running on the water is Jason Statham, keeping the speed. That's right, it's not a helicopter. He is running on the water. Absolutely. He's running and he skids to a stop, jumps on
water?
the boat. What?
in the water.
What do you mean?
On the water.
Okay.
He's got little boat shoes that are keeping
Yeah,
him
no,
afloat.
I'm
He's
asking
running.
skidding to a stop on the water. Okay, cool.
It's like when you do it on ice skates, except with water.
Got you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I just
imagine.
needed a picture.
As soon as he stops, his momentum carries him underwater for a little bit halfway, but then he yeets himself up on the boat. You see his rippling muscles. He does a front flip and lands
damn.
both feet, and he goes, "Good, you've all made it on time."
Of course, sir.
Big J, that's you, I take it,
That
right?
is, yes.
Good. I heard you were good. I've seen your resume.
Yes.
It seems you've worked with a lot of A-list actors in your time.
A lot of Jasons, but I'm honored to work with you today.
Good. I hope those Jasons don't get as crazy as I planned to get today, because I'm looking to blow off steam.
Yeah, hey, Jason, baby, you need to relax. And I give him a little
Veronica,
shove.
listen, baby.
Yeah, all right, yeah, but
Mwah.
yeah, Veronica, listen, baby. Yeah, baby, listen. We need you to chill out, all right? You've been working too hard. Just a nice day of rest and relaxation for my favorite star.
Oh, thanks, babe. That's why you've been my agent all these years. You understand what I need. You know that.
You're amazing. You know, I was watching. I was watching Death Race last night.
No, you were watching Death Race.
You're so good in that one,
I
baby.
am good in that one. I would say I am not given enough
I
credit.
love you as Jensen Ames / Frankenstein.
Nobody remembers my name in that movie.
Can we also assume that the agent is actually holding their phone and looking for the
I know my client's resume.
Of course I do.
Hey, this is an unrelated text.
Oh, Stacy, good to see you. You well?
Oh yeah, brother. As long as nothing goes wrong in this little trip of yours, I think I shouldn't have too much work, right?
Oh, please.
These boat shoes look like a bit of liability, though, so be careful there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to dip him, and he chucks him miles away from the boat, never to be seen again. Yeah.
They glint on the horizon like ding. Yeah.
Jason Mraz never could do that.
Who are you? You look a little.
Probably an equal amount of boat time with Jason Mraz.
but can't throw the boat shoes that well.
He's just making banana pancakes.
And who might you be?
Hello, Mr. Statham. I'm Taylor, your tour guide, Taylor Chalky.
Never heard of you. He shakes your hand.
Yeah. I've heard of you, though.
Yeah, of course. You're probably a big fan here. You probably love him in Transporter 3.
Definitely.
That's Frank Martin from Transporter 3.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Right.
People have seen Transport 1 and 2, but they've never seen the third one.
That I have.
I think the best in the trilogy. If I may.
Easily.
You said you've seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen 1 and 2?
He's not in anymore.
No, I just watched 3. That's
Just
the only
watched
one I've
3.
seen. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's the best one. I heard it was the best one. So.
It is the best one. Don't let anybody tell you different. So who might...
You're grabbing me by the collar. Please put me down.
Mr. Statham, let me handle this, and I'm just going to pat you down real fast.
Oh, absolutely. I'm used to it.
Now, you're obviously not the ship captain because the ship captain's driving. Who might you be? Did you already say?
Oh, I did, but I get it. You're
wasn't
a
listening.
big celebrity. That's fine. I'm your tour guide, actually, for this area that we're in today.
I'm paid to say the words, not listen to them, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
I'm good. You keep up with me. You do whatever I say, and you'll make it out okay?
Absolutely. And if you have any questions, please just let me know. I'd be happy to let you know about any of our surroundings.
Good. Big J, I'm counting on you
that?
two to come.
That's the ocean.
He's good.
Sorry, what did you say? What were we saying, Mr. Statham?
I'm just saying, I'm counting on you for any threats that you see. Keep away the paparazzi.
Hey,
any
don't
of
worry.
The fans or anything like that.
If I could keep the paparazzi off of Jason Alexander, I definitely can get him off here.
And my God, is that a banana boat? Did you get it? Did you actually get the banana boat I requested?
You know. If it's in your
In the
request, we make it happen.
Oh, Miss Listen, baby, I'm just really happy you're on this one. You understand my need. And in the middle of him saying that, the ship captain, who was driving very leisurely, stands up abruptly and goes, "My heart!" And he collapses abruptly, dead.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Dead?
Dead.
Can I?
Or at least he seems to appear to be dead.
Yeah, can I check for a pulse?
Yeah, go check for a pulse.
Yeah, do I feel a pulse?
Let's see here. You're doing a skill check. Is there anything you can equate this to under Statham lore, failed actor, or narcotics?
Narcotics, maybe. Narcotics, maybe.
What caused this?
Okay, you're trying to see if this is a narcotic-induced poisoning?
No, I would actually like to say that, in my knowledge of the Jason... give me a second.
Everyone, please stand back. We need to just make sure this area is clear while we get some professionals in here.
All the entourage and stuff. They
Exactly. Back up.
This is not the first time they've seen this happen.
Much like the time my client here, Jason Statham, drove a truck off the road in Varna, Bulgaria while filming The Expendables 3.
Just like the transport.
Just like that, I'm gonna check for
Everybody's seen 1 and 2. Nobody's seen 3. Okay, so you're using Statham lore. Is that it?
I think so.
Fucking beautiful.
If we'll allow
I
that.
was gonna say Crank might have some stuff here.
No, this is better.
There's the thing about his heart rate dropping. Anyway, go on.
So, Amy,
Had I seen it?
So, Amy, players, audience, there's one mechanic that I've kept in the dark until now, and that is the mechanic of the Statham dice. Now, anytime you roll a d12 doing these checks, you are also going to roll a d6. This is the Statham dice. If the Statham dice and the check dice double up, Jason Statham will do something unpredictable.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
The Jason Statham dice.
That is an 8 on Statham lore.
Excellent. You passed the
And
check?
a 1 on the Statham dice.
Beautiful. All right. It goes well. You detect a faint pulse.
Oh.
You can detect. You can. What movie did you use? Expendables.
Expendables 3.
Expendables 3.
When he crashed, this is real. He crashed a truck apparently into the Black Sea due to malfunctioning brakes.
Okay, gotcha.
Classic.
Yeah, the brakes are. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Oh, we all know.
The brakes on the boat are fine. Nothing is like that. It's nothing like this at all.
But I assume some basic first aid was necessary that day.
Yeah.
You can discern that this man is slightly elderly. He's had a mild heart attack, and he's already coming to. He goes, "Oh, my heart! I feel completely okay to be a passenger on this boat, but I don't think I can drive this anymore. I need somebody to take over."
To clarify, actual Jason Statham did that to answer the chat's question, not his character.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, the character didn't need to drive it into the ocean?
No, I believe.
While
Okay,
filming.
wait. Per Wikipedia.
Trusted sources say.
There we go. He is known for performing many of his own stunts. While filming on location in Bulgaria for The Expendables 3, he drove a truck off the road in Varna and crashed into the Black Sea due to malfunctioning brakes.
Wow.
That sounds like a real thing?
Feels like I was there. Yes, you were.
Before we carry on too much further with this scenario, because some things are going to start popping off, you as the players need to decide which Statham track you want to take into the scenario. So this is anything that's on the table for him getting on the border of more dead, more sad, more arrested, or more bored. I will pick one as well. I'll go ahead and pick the first one. I'm going to go with dead, because I feel like water sports are dangerous, and I feel like it's conducive to pick that as a Statham track. So we're going to see if anything's going to complicate this, getting him closer to dead.
My instinct is bored.
Same.
I was going with arrested because I just feel like that's likely for a Statham. I don't know, but bored also.
Is this throughout or just for this event?
This event, and then we'll pick new ones for each.
Oh, for this event?
Bored.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
You can pick the same one for other tracks as well, but it'll reset every scenario.
But I think motherfucker might try to steal an owl in a little bit. That's entirely fair.
All right, so if at any point I feel like he comes dangerously close to being dead or bored, I will roll for a D3, and you players will always get one chance to stop him from becoming more bored or dead if that pops up.
For him, basically the same thing.
So we're down a boat captain, but this guy's alive? You're alive?
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel like I could sit down and just stare at the horizon, but not much else.
It feels like we should probably get you to a hospital, but the boat's leaving the dock and we cannot keep Jay Stay waiting. You know what I mean? So that's great. You do that here. Does anyone know how to pilot a boat?
Jason, brother, remember in that...
Don't call me pet names out here. It's embarrassing. You might be my older sister, but I respect a modicum of professionalism.
No, of course. But do you remember in that movie that you did, Mechanic Resurrection, when there was a yacht mission and you drove a boat? Surely you remember some of the skills from then.
Of course I do, but I don't want to be working. I want to be on the banana boat, not piloting a real boat. I call dibs on the front of the banana boat.
And he goes and he kind of walks over and he plants himself front and center on that banana boat.
Yes, of course. Listen, baby. It's Veronica. Listen, baby. We got you covered. Come on. You're a tour guide. Can you drive this damn thing?
So I've never driven a boat before, but I do know this area very well, which I feel like is the next best thing.
And don't you have extreme sports knowledge?
I do. It's mostly with It's mostly with extreme scootering. I've only done a couple boats
I
on
would argue
half-pipes.
this could fall under follow me because
That's
quite
what I was-
literally,
It's true.
The boat would drag behind.
All right, yeah.
So I as long as you all just stay back there and follow me, we'll be good.
Absolutely.
And then Jason Statham looks at the rest of the three of you, Stacy, Big J, and Veronica, and goes,
Well, there's 3 more spots on the banana boat. What are you waiting for?
You know what? As your private security, I probably should be close to you, so I guess I'm getting on the banana.
So does that mean you're getting in position 2 right behind him?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, let's make a marching order. So we have Taylor, Chalky or Chalkney? Chalky?
Chalky.
Chalky. Little Chalks is driving.
They do call me Little Chalks.
I'm first passenger. We got Big J right behind me. Who's behind Big J?
I've pulled a full cocktail shaker out of my bag and I'm making a very dry martini. So I'm good.
Excellent. You'll stay on the boat.
Jason, baby, you know what? I'm gonna get some pics for your Instagram. How about that?
Well, I feel like the two of you are, you and your private
I should be close by.
You're the action stars,
Absolutely.
Us who work in paperwork.
I'm definitely not a star. That's after, but just riding next to Jason Momoa the last time I was on a banana boat. So
sure. Well,
wow.
Veronica and I used more the paperwork than the wet work, so if you want to go ahead,
The wet? The only wet work I'm doing is not very wet because it's a dry martini.
So Veronica is enjoying a cocktail on the back of the boat, watching the banana boat, which is going to be me, Big J. Where are you, Stacy? Are you on the banana boat or are you in the regular boat?
I'm in the regular boat.
Excellent.
I'm searching the glove box for any paperwork, to do liability insurance or what happens when the boat captain goes down.
Yeah, you find everything go ahead and check for the legitimacy on this paperwork, and you can use a skill of it.
Yeah, I have law, which sounds funny in my accent, but if you were American, would be lore. But I'm Australian, so it's law. I have that, and so I have to roll
a d12 and a d6. You're shooting below a 9 on the d12.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay.
And let me know if the numbers double up.
10 total. So.
No, the 12
just
is...
the 12. The only thing you're worried about is the d12 number for the check.
So I rolled a 9 on a d12.
Perfect.
Okay.
You pass on the number. Yeah, you don't add the die. The d6 is just if it doubles up with the d12, in which case Jason Statham will do something to derail his own day.
Classic Statham.
Classic Statham. You pass. The paperwork looks good, but...
Am I getting my money back?
You have a bad feeling about this because the paperwork looks good to probably a layman, but not a law woman. Everything is slightly off-centered. The font it looks like it's 11 point instead of 12 point. Everything just looks a little off.
Wait just a minute.
But before you can tell anybody about any of that, the line goes taut, Chalky hits the accelerator, and we are off on this banana boat adventure. Chalky, what are you doing? How are you driving? How are you boating?
Well,
Do you need
how does it even roll to boat?
We do. I just wanted to get like the manner of boating you're doing. Are you kind of like, are you cranking the accelerator all the way down? Or are you taking it leisurely? How are you doing this?
What is banana boating? Is it a motion style of boating? What's a banana boat?
It's like
I understand it
what
as
do you
inner
call that?
tubing.
Yeah.
That's tubing?
Like off the back of a boat.
Okay. Sure.
Almost like not wakeboarding, but like when you
like not jet skiing, skiing behind the boat. But
but on like a big old yellow boat tube thing.
Long thing.
Yeah, it's a big inflatable banana that can hold a bunch of people.
But I couldn't tell really what it was doing.
Although,
I was looking at pictures, but it
could
still
also
didn't
see
make
it being one of those
sense.
things of like, oh, in the Midwest, that's something we do every summer. It's actually this.
It looks like something I've dreamed, but
Yeah.
nothing I've done.
Really not.
Jamie, how are you trying to handle the boat?
I think Chalky is a cautious cat, but I think that might not help him with his actual driving. He's trying to give Jason Statham a good show as a tour guide, so he is going to be trying to drive at a normal, comfortable clip.
Okay. Roll to drive at a comfortable clip. Are you...
Follow me if I can.
You're following me?
As it's like, I'm leading the way.
You're leading. Everybody's kind of linearly behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a linear fashion behind you. You're trying to roll below a 6.
Okay.
On that D12.
And then Statham die?
And then, D6 for the Statham die.
D12 is an 8, and Statham die is a 2.
Okay, they do not match up. Statham doesn't do anything, but unfortunately...
he had a 6, so he rolled over. I just want to make sure we're being super clear because it's hard to follow.
For sure.
Verbally. Just making sure we're being really clear on like what we have and what we're trying to roll because I feel like it's hard to follow without the sheet.
Sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to call out the stat numbers you're trying to roll on and everything. Unfortunately, Chalky...
I'm like...
Unfortunately, Chalky, Chalky, you are... How old is Chalky, by the way?
I think that Chalky is 21 years old.
Okay, yeah.
Small bean.
Yeah. Young, not very versed in boats. You're going very carefully. You're going very, very safely. Unfortunately... Yeah, this guy's been in the Fast and the Furious franchise. He doesn't like the slow and the cautious, so he is in danger of being bored.
That feels
now up to the other players. You each have, or actually, let me make sure I do this right. Okay. Yes. Gotcha. Okay.
We have one chance.
You have one chance. So you can... I'm going to go ahead and rule it as you can collaborate on the plan to redeem it. But only one more check can be made by the other 3 players, not the...
Okay. I mean, I think I would take this into my hands if
you have an idea. I have...
It's not a good one, but...
I have another bad idea.
I also have a bad idea.
Great. What's your bad idea?
Yeah, you go on.
I think Veronica Listen Baby knows that her client cannot be bored. I think I would run in there, shove my martini in your hand, push Taylor Chalky out of the way, and just grab the
Amazing. Let's do it.
Not on my watch, J-Stay!
All right. Are you using any of your skills down there to to incorporate, or is this a raw check?
I mean, we can make an argument for narcotics.
We do have a martini.
All right.
I'll play it loose if you want to.
Famed narcotic.
Are you using? Wow. Are you using narcotics for this check?
I mean, we could say she had a little bumpy bump before
All right,
she did it.
one little bump. You're rolling this narcotics check. You're trying to roll under a 6 on your D12 to keep Jason Statham from being bored.
You got this.
If you fail this check.
That is a 6 on the dot.
All right, Veronica, listen, baby, takes your hand, almost breaking the bones. There's a lot of raw.
Ow, that hurts!
And Veronica
Listen, baby.
holds it down as you start cranking on the speed, and you hear a very distant, a very British, "Woo! Now this is what I'm talking about." So let's see here. We had you check paperwork. You guys did that. Excellent. We're gonna cut to Jason Statham and Big J on the banana boat.
Mm-hmm.
How are you holding on to Jason Statham?
Are there seats or is it just
There
like
are-
Look at that
it's-
picture.
Sorry, I need to look at this picture again.
It is very much like riding a makeshift saddle where both your
Yeah,
legs can go to the side. They typically do have some handholds like sewn in that you can
Yeah,
hold
I
onto.
think. Yeah.
That. Like that.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I think, right behind him, just arms on the handhold, leaning very close to him, just to be like, yeah, so,
Not having any fun. I love that.
yeah, so
last
last time when I was on the banana boat, also with Jason Mantzoukas, he was about to fly off, so I'm here if you go flying, I got you, man.
I imagine over that, just
I'm not paying attention to anything you say because you're the one on the job and I'm the one having fun.
Absolutely, you got this.
He's got
Are his hands up in the air?
yeah, his hands
All
are
right.
up in the air. Are you onto him or are you hanging onto the hand?
I'm hanging on to the handles right now.
Okay. You notice him starting to slip. What do you do?
I'm gonna bear hug.
Okay, you're gonna go for a bear hug?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll for a check to keep him on this banana boat.
Can I argue that I can either use these hands or weapons or extraction?
I feel like extraction if you're gonna take him off the boat.
Off the boat. I'm not
the boat.
taking him off the boat.
These hands are weapons, though.
Like,
They're yeah.
it's like a grapple. These hands are weapons.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to you, but I'm going to spin it like this.
Sure.
I'm going to give you extraction, not for the physical extraction out of this physical situation, but the extraction of keeping. Nah, fuck it. You know what? These hands are weapons.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Because the rope, you could argue, is a weapon. And if Big J's holding his heart as a rope.
Yeah.
Very true.
And when you're grappling someone, it's like a weapon, right? It's a fight. It's a,
It is. Yeah. Roll your grappling check. Your check.
Amy, do you have my character class's skill, the spin doctor?
No, I'm surprised the agent doesn't have that, though.
You are trying to roll an 8 or below on your D12.
He's dabbled in PR.
And then D6
and
as
then
well.
a D6 to see if it doubles up with your D12 number. Not to be added, but just
Okay,
to roll.
I got a 1 on the D12.
Oh, critical success! Excellent.
And I got a 2 on the D6.
All right. So no doubles. That's totally fine. You catch a really big wake as Shocky, as the combined efforts of Shocky and Listen Baby are hitting some rougher waters at higher speeds. You catch a wake mid-air that just bounces the banana boat about 15 feet in the air. Statham gets fully airborne.
No, sir, we gotta
fully
keep it
goes-
down here.
You don't get him around the waist. You get him by the ankle.
Oh, okay.
Just anchoring him in the air, but he feels nothing but the weightlessness on flight. He is officially safe from being bored in this scenario.
Yay!
But he's dead.
With
Did die.
he is still in peril and danger of being dead because a couple minutes after you guys come down, some turns are being taken, other people try the banana boat and everything, and then you find yourselves all 5 of us in the banana boat at some point. We're kind of closing out the day. It's one last ride. Statham's like
All 5 of us?
On the banana boat?
on the banana boat. And this banana boat.
Veronica driving?
No, she's also on it. She's had a couple martinis. She's
shit.
ready to be on it.
Just put
just
the
left
boat
the
on
boat.
autopilot.
Hey, Captain, you're fine, right? That was only a little heart attack.
I think I feel okay now.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
I'm
this.
chill. I popped out some Advil. I sprawled
I've
over
got
the-
something for you to sign here. Just say that none of this was any of our fault.
Oh
okay?
yeah, I'll get to that.
Sign
He
it.
makes
No,
his
sign it right
way
now.
over to the
You can
driver's
sign it
seat.
right now.
Pretends not to hear you.
You can sign it right now.
We're all on the banana boat that, as I said, was designed for only 4 people. We're 1 person over maximum occupancy, and then you
lady
see it
finger
in
with the banana.
the distance. What was before a helicopter to bring him in was only a vision of the future. For you see, it's a plane, not just any old plane though. Tour guide. You know some of the local knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Roll me a local knowledge check. If you roll a 7 or under, I'll let you know what's up. But if not, we're gonna be in
Blind.
danger.
I got a 4, but I also got a 4 on the Statham die. I don't know how that would play into this.
We have
that's-
our first Statham. They don't have a word for it. Okay.
Statham sync up.
You know that today is the 5th day of the month. The 5th day of the calendar month in these parts is the day they restock all the water with all the bass in the lake.
Oh,
All the bass, all the salmon, all the halibut.
Dump a bunch of fish in there?
all of the livestock. It's coming for you, and you realize you've been on the water for too long.
It's the 5th. It's fish dump day.
It's fish dump day, and you are still on the water. Now, you know that these fish are normally pretty docile. You know, pretty. You know, they're farm, they're farm fish, right? They're meant to kind of repopulate the lake.
like
and keep
wild
fish in.
fish.
Yeah.
I hate an aggressive bass.
oh
God.
But you also know that these planes are transported from a long ways away. These fish are hungry when they get released. And Statham turns behind all of you and he says,
I know it's bad and we could get a cramp on the water, but I just wanted to share some snacks with you all.
he tears open a big mega family bunch of goldfish, the
Jason,
crackers.
no!
Jason, yes.
And he showers himself and you with it, the gold dust clinging to all parts of your body as you hear the latch from the plane coming over as it starts dumping fish right in the line of which you guys are going down.
God.
It's just raining fish.
It's raining fish.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, it's raining. We do get that one. You are right in the line of fire of loose falling fish.
All right.
This could even be particularly deadly unless you all collaborate and do something right
I
now.
think I need to get Jason out of the line of fish.
What about us?
I don't know.
That's not what Big J is paid to care about.
I am.
He's paid for one reason and one reason only.
Guys, I made a mistake. It's fish dump day!
Okay, to save everyone, I would like to jump off the banana boat, grab on, and start kicking to push the boat out of the way.
How does everybody feel about this? Is that a good
Like,
plan to you?
wait, I need to be sure I'm visualizing this
So,
correctly.
banana boat.
Banana
Me
boat.
on banana boat.
You're on the back
propeller?
and your feet are like...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Fantastic.
His feet are the motor.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Perfect. That's
How we
exactly
call that
That's
extraction.
extraction if I
Right.
That's
Yeah, that's
extraction.
definitely extraction.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, so go ahead and roll your D12. You're trying to hit a 6 or below.
6 or below. Okay.
We'll see if we double up on a D6.
Okay, a 4. We got a 4.
Nice.
Excellent.
And I did not double up. It was a 5 on the D6.
All right, that's a pretty mild success. So you do it. You gonna do like this really cool action-y thing. Like you might have seen some bald action star do exactly this.
This
in one
does
of his many
actually. This
movies.
was that, and also I will say, Jason Momoa and Aquaman.
I was gonna say probably this one, but yeah.
So as you're gripping the side and you're kicking with all your might, you start changing the trajectory of the banana boat ever so slightly. It totally avoids all your compatriots, that line of fish just being dumped down. However,
We just get a light bass slap on the cheek as we're going past.
which
Ow!
is exactly what happens to Jason Statham. He's in the front. The trajectory, affects the tail a little bit more than the head. He takes some fish to the face. Although it wasn't the full,
Brunt.
could have been way worse. He is going to suffer 2 points of closer to being dead. But you did save 1 point by thinking fast and
Okay.
quickly.
Okay.
So where's he at on dead?
Just 2, right?
Just 2 points right now. Yeah, on the Statham track.
Sure.
Oh God.
Where's he at on board?
Guys, if Jason.
He's
not
good.
bored.
He's good on the rest of them.
Yeah, he's
We're
actually
good.
safe from being bored because
Okay, yeah.
we ramped it up to however fast it was between Shockey and Elizabeth.
Like 20 knots. What's that? I don't know what that is.
So many knots.
It's a lot of knots. That is a lot of knots, I think.
A fair amount of knots.
I could eat 20 garlic knots, probably.
Probably.
Each
should've.
player,
Oh, the Patreon later tonight.
each player, I need everybody to roll a d20 right
Oh
now.
my.
I did want to say.
This will be the last roll of this scenario, and it's going to affect the last thing we got to do.
Just a D20?
Do you want everybody's numbers?
Yes.
8.
16.
16 is 24. We're getting a total.
5.
Just 29.
15.
15 is 44, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Guys, you are exactly 440 feet away from the dock that you have to get to.
Okay.
This is a pretty fast boat. It's pretty fast. Is it fast enough to outrun hungry fish? Is it fast enough to outrun hungry fish that are after live bait with gold cheddar dusting deliciousness all over them? We are going to figure it out. The people on the boat, seeing as you know how crazy this was, they see the fish start turning rabid. They start all kind of like zeroing in on the banana boat and the boat itself.
no. Oh,
gosh.
You see it as if like if it was a top-down view, a shadow, a ringy shadow of very fast particles coming circling in on the boat and the banana boat. One of the people on the boat starts reeling in the rope trying to get you guys onto the boat. However, the fish, they start closing in on you. Some of them are jumping out of the way. They're kind of fish slapping you. Not enough to do any damage, but you understand that a lot of these could probably do a lot of damage. You need to keep Jason Statham safe. What are we doing? All be individual actions. You can each take one thing as players to do something.
To keep Jason
Safe.
safe.
From the fish that are coming
From the
after
fish.
us.
From the hungry rabid fish. From the farm fish.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. So we're on the banana boat, not on the big boat.
Correct.
Correct? Okay.
I thought we kicked the banana boat to the big boat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, did we?
You got people on
I
the boat
moved
that
it
are pulling in. Oh wait, what's that?
No, keep going.
Okay, we're being pulled in, but we're not.
When you did your move, there was still like line, like you're still
Yeah.
away. Okay, yeah. You got people on the boat that are bringing it in, but it's going to take them some time to get you to the safety of the big boat.
Okay.
And you are racing to the docks, and the docks are coming in pretty fast. It might be close, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Okay, I'm trying to check everybody's pockets and my own pockets to see if we have any food we can throw to distract the fish. I'm trying to use my eye for detail.
Yes, very nice.
Skill?
Go ahead and roll
got
that
this,
eye for
baby.
detail. You're going to have to roll under a 6 or under for this to succeed.
I failed that. I got a 10.
A 10, okay,
Yeah.
no problem. So we are going to, unfortunately, you find something in your pocket, but you forgot, like in your haste, you just throw it.
Yeah.
You know, you just throw it, but you see it at the last minute and you try to take it back, but it just garbles up the throw and it actually lands on Jason Statham's big dome. It's a big fat earthworm that you had pulled out of the ground earlier because you were going to play a prank on your brother. He hates worms. Hates worms.
Oh no, that wasn't for right now!
He feels the creepy crawly and he starts freaking out. He hates worms. He starts freaking out. The boat starts rocking. As it does, you guys get closer and closer to the surface of the water.
Oh boy.
At some point, a fish actually comes up, nips him in the face. He takes a little bit of damage and he's going to take a little bit more points being dead. He's total of 5 points right now.
What? You just took 3?
You took 3 for the failure.
From a fish biting
From
him?
a fish biting him.
God.
He's
Oh
dead.
no, go ahead if you have an idea.
I just want to calm him down, so I would like to go, Jason, your doctor just called, and I just pull a little pill bottle out of my bag and just hand him something to calm him down. And I'd like to use my narcotic.
Excellent. Roll a 6 or under on the D12 for a success.
Okay. That's Carl.
Dr. Val E.M.
That's also Carl. That's a 1 and a 2. So we're good.
Was that a 1 on the D12?
Yes.
Excellent. That is a critical success.
He's out, baby.
You give him.
chillest.
You don't just give him a Xanax. You give him a super Xanax, something that's very common to A-list actors. That is, just fast-acting Xanax.
If I had a nickel for every time Jason Schwartzman took one of those. Sorry.
That's libel.
Sorry, no. This is all fake.
Libel?
Slander's
Cobblers are at the door.
Slander's spoken. Libel's written. Yeah.
Sorry, I literally just have a list of.
You are officially halfway to being pulled into the boat from the front line, and you're officially halfway to being into the docks. But the fish are still rowdy and rabid.
I would like to get right next to Mr. Statham in his now calmed state and just karate chop any fish that come at him.
Can I guess that these hands are weapons?
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, rolling a d12. You're trying to score an 8 or under.
8 or under.
Hell yeah.
Easy good to me. 8 and a 1.
8 and 1. Excellent. Meets it. Perfect. He slumps kind of into your. So private security is like is Big J like the physique on Big J? What are we working with here?
Just
Small?
Decidedly not.
Actually, okay. No, Big J is not very tall. He is built like the shape of Dorito.
Yes.
He is Dorito shaped. But like maybe like a 5, like not tiny but not huge, like a 5'7", just built, looks like a Dorito.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So it is with that powerful physique that you feel Jason Statham start to lull and slump against your big powerful chest, and you just hear him say, "It's always the last one in the trilogy they never see." And he starts lulling to sleep. You slap away every fish that are attacking him, and his state successfully is fending them off. You do not rack up any more dead ships.
Oh, thank God.
Jason Statham is 5'10", so 3 inches taller than you.
That's right.
Okay. Very nice.
A lot more inches taller than you in real life.
With 3 checks, we got the final check from you. Okay.
Sure, guys,
The
go.
fish are still rabid. They are closing in. You're about 1/4 off from being pulled up, 1/4 away from being in the docks. What do you do to help out in this situation?
Talking somewhat to the people on the banana boat, somewhat to myself, Taylor Chalky's going to say, "Okay, wait, I got an idea. It's from my extreme sports days. It's called a slingshot. We used to do it when we were on rollerblades hanging onto the back of a car, where the car would slingshot us forward. The boat is going to slingshot the banana boat. Captain, give us a slingshot!" And I'm going to use my extreme sports to hopefully guide the captain into giving us a slingshot that will cause the banana boat to pull ahead and shoot forward, leaving the boat behind, but the banana boat shooting forward.
The captain looks back and gives you a salute like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, he knows he's going down with the ship.
He punches it, and it's all up
Man
to the
had a
roll,
heart
baby.
attack earlier today.
So this will dedicate whether or not he's back or not. Go ahead and roll that d12. We're looking for a 5 or under.
Okay.
And that d6 as well.
Oh no.
That's a 12.
On the 12? Oh yeah.
On the 12, that's a 12.
Crit
Yeah.
failure.
Critical failure, yeah.
A slingshot, Captain. You know.
All right, here's what happens.
The captain has a stroke.
Second heart attack. What are the odds?
Pretty good.
That's pretty high. Okay. That makes sense.
The captain punches it, but in doing so, and in his his haste to rock that accelerator, you guys already did a little bit of damage to the throttle using both hands to punch it before. He snaps it off in his excitement. The boat starts going up to critical speed.
Captain, no!
It doesn't just.
Did you sign that paperwork yet?
It doesn't just slingshot the banana boat, because it can't stop. It can't create a slingshot.
Right.
It just creates a rocket out of the boat and the banana boat. Both of them rocket right into the pier. Although miraculously, it doesn't behead you. You don't go under it and get beheaded or anything. You simply catch a wave and a lip, and you fly up and over on the shore. You catch some major air. You fall down pretty hard. You take some damage.
Ow!
Can I fuck Jason Statham with my body?
Yes. What skill are you using for this? And are you and are you blocking anybody else, or just Jason?
No, just Jason.
Go ahead and roll. You're looking for a 6 or under.
Yeah. Oh God.
Can I use my physical prowess game from extreme
I'm
sports
trying.
to ollie off of
Okay, I got it. It's
Yeah,
a
get a check
2.
for that.
It's a 2 on the D12
2 for that. Okay, gotcha.
and a 6 on the D6.
I don't do it.
Did you get
got a
above a
9.
5? Oh, 9. Okay. All right. So then with so Big J's been in these high intense situations before. Not a problem. Like a bear hug, basically a parachute made out of stone.
I practice this move with Jason Sudeikis.
Shocky, however, you're trying to kind of like do this McTwist in air. You're trying to land on your feet, but in doing so and twisting your body very gymnastically, you accidentally almost kind of run on an adrift Big J and Jason Statham, knocking their kind of trajectory out of whack, and they take a fall. They take a fall pretty hard. Between the success and the failure, we're rocking 2 more points on dead.
He's so close to dying.
I apologize.
But he isn't quite yet, because as you all make it to the shore in a bundled heap, some of you bleeding, some of you suspecting you might have broken bones or at the very least fractures, you hear him saying, "God damn, that was great banana boating."
And with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll see y'all back here about 8 past. We're going to take a quick bio break, and we'll see y'all shortly.
Hello, we are back. We are back with Jason Statham's big vacation. I think he really liked his first part of the itinerary. It was banana boating. Now, one thing mechanically we got to check is we had some failed checks in that scenario. So that means for per failed check, you lose a point in stability. If that goes to 0, you are rendered helpless to help Jason Statham. But before that happens, they convert into adrenaline, which goes into your roll count, making your checks much more difficult. I believe we had 2 players fail 1 or more checks. Is that right?
I failed a pocket check of some sort, yes.
That's right. Your eye to detail. You forgot that you did not have delicious food in your pocket. You had a wormy.
Yeah, worm.
Yeah, wrong pocket.
Big old worm.
So that knocks your stability down to 2 and your adrenaline up to 1. Adrenalines will be added to the skill check rolls now, and if your stability goes down to 0, we'll get there when we get there.
The bad stuff.
Yeah. Jamie, you had some as well, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. I had 3, but I do think that because it says in the rule, it says if the action goes badly and it was dangerous, and definitely the slingshot was dangerous. Definitely ollieing as I fell down was dangerous. He was going a little too slow on the boat.
I don't think that one. That's not
he was a little too cautious.
The opposite of danger.
So I think that one probably stays in stability.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll knock you down to 1 stability point left and 2 points in adrenaline.
Cool. Perfect.
So you're on the shore. You're getting into the limo. It's just you. The boat people are getting into a different limo, different parties, different itineraries. You guys got another thing to go. Before you do, Jason Statham gets into the car. The rest of you haven't. When you hear, I don't know, it's just the damnedest thing. And you look over. It's one of the plane drivers. Pilots even of the farm fishing vessel, and he's talking to his co-pilot, and he's just saying that latch should. We double checked the latch on the hatch, and the fish the remote did not work, and that was not the drop point. And I'll be god darned.
Can I start recording with my phone?
Absolutely. And you catch very, very in a crystal way a very damning sentence. It just seems like a sharp projectile took out one of the mechanisms and got the fish to drop earlier than they should have. I don't know. It's the darndest thing. And you all get into the car, and Statham goes, "That took you a while. What were you doing out there?"
Nothing, baby. You want a drink?
Oh, boy, do I. You give him what I assume is a martini.
Sure.
What was it earlier in the episode that he tossed off into the sky?
I think it was the Wesley Sniper.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh. Big old bad guy, people.
Right. I forgot about that whole mechanic.
The whole bad guy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling like I just don't want the adventure to end. Go ahead and scratch out number 2 in your itinerary, because I don't want to go to a museum. I want to keep the aquatics going. I want to go to the local eel farm.
To the eel farm we go.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't to the eel sanctuary? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, okay.
It was for us. It wasn't in universe.
Got it.
Chalky, do you know where there's a really good eel farm around here?
Oh, of course.
Eel us, baby.
This area is known to have one of the best eel sanctuaries.
Excellent.
I would love to take you to eels.
I was about to ask what it was called.
Wait, eels better than eels are us?
You give the directions to the drivers to eels, and you start making your way. As we start making our way to the eel farm, players, please collaborate and decide which Statham track you want to take into the scenario. The dead one is pretty hot right now.
So let's not do that.
I think board still works.
Board seems like
Absolutely.
Might work.
You
Yeah.
go to see some eels. Do you think it's going to be really exciting? You get there, the eels are kind of asleep, not really doing much. You know, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, feels right.
I feel like arrested is more likely than sad, just because sad seems so unlikely in an
I mean,
eel
how
sanctuary.
eel sanctuary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible.
Like
Owls I get.
Yeah.
Eels, no.
Yeah.
Taking board.
boards.
Yeah.
Excellent. The players have chosen board for the Statham track Under Threat. Under Threat, I'm taking sad. So if Jason Statham leans any kind of sad or bored, we'll be filling out those points as necessary, depending on intervention. Now, this car, guys, it's all decked out. Absolutely decked out. Amy, what's one of the amenities that you made sure was in this car for Jason Statham?
Well, obviously, posters from some of his greatest works, such as Romeo and Juliet.
Of course.
Sure.
Famous.
Additionally, Hobbs and Shaw, I would say.
Yeah.
Which is a real one, but I.
That's a real one.
He wasn't, and
God, he's beautiful.
goodness, Killer Elite.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah,
So you got
sure.
posters kind of like tacked up and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Great.
Just his proudest work. Yeah.
You and Juliet especially.
Jamie, as Taylor Chalky, he sent in a rider. He had some requests. You're able to fulfill all of them. Which one are you most proud of that you got for Jason Statham?
I think I have a Hollywood Celebrity Homes bus tour style pamphlet for him that I have pointed out. He wanted to see all the most badass things on his way to the most badass exciting things. So I've got local badass things pointed out on a pamphlet, and I'm pointing out the window and I'm pointing them out as we drive there, just to make sure he doesn't get bored on the way to somewhere, because he gets bored very quickly, I'm sure.
Good. Amanda, security, what amenity have you made sure has gotten on this drive?
I am making sure that that all the posters that have been so lovingly put up, that they're blocking a certain angle so no one will look in to this private vehicle to mess with Jason.
Gotcha. So what do we have exactly? Okay.
We're calling them sort of like privacy screens.
Privacy screens. Gotcha. Very
In the
nice.
way of posters.
And Stacy Statham, what have you ensured?
I've made sure in the back of this limo there is sort of a small desk, an office area, usually where Jason would be learning his lines, getting prepared for his roles. Right now, I am using it to draft a very litigious letter towards the pilots who let salmon slap on my brother's face.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very
yeah,
nice.
Please, airplane drivers.
Yeah.
You hear it at first, a sound that we've all heard in our lives at one point or the other. It's the sound of a lip quivering and some sharp inhales and exhales coming in and out. I don't like those movies I'm in. And he starts pointing at all the posters that he has.
Oh God, Jason, baby.
Romeo and Juliet, always only #1 in the box office for 3.5 weeks.
Buddy, no. Well, don't you think about all those children who you've brought joy. And I'm trying to use my spin doctor skill for this.
Spin this?
Yeah.
All right, keep him out of that temper tantrum. Yes. Spin doctor, you're looking for a 7 or below on your D12.
Oh, and I have to add my adrenaline.
Yes.
Woof.
How many points of adrenaline do you have?
1.
Okay.
Okay, so for the D12, oh boy.
That's a D20, dear.
Good tip.
Also, add your adrenaline to your stat. It says not to the roll. So if normally you would have a 6, your adrenaline actually would, if your adrenaline was 2, would make it an 8. So an 8 or lower.
It makes it easier the closer you get to death.
Oh,
Yeah.
the adrenaline is good.
Yeah,
Adrenaline.
sorry.
Oh,
I think I meant. Yeah, I think the way I spun it, I meant
Interesting.
difficulty. Yeah.
I see. So
Successes
okay.
become easier the closer you get to get
dying.
knocked out of the game.
But then once you're out, you're out. Got you. Understood.
Got it.
Copy.
Okay, so it's actually, so usually my spin doctor would be I have to roll under a 7 7, but now I have to roll under an 8 with my d12. Cool. Yay, and a 6. And then on my d6 a 3. So we're all good.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. He kind of calms down a little bit. He goes, okay.
And all the car drivers that you brought joy to with the Fast and Furious movies and most of the ones where you drive a lot of vehicles. And, like all the people that really love your work. Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. Jay?
What's that one? He looks at Taylor Chalky and he points at one of the sites you have listed, and he kind of pokes his head out the window excitedly. As he does, he brings his pamphlet with him. You guys are whipping there. He wanted to get to the eels fast. Pamphlet rips out of his hand.
Oh no!
Immediately he goes, I wasn't done reading that. And he starts to again look like he's about to throw a temper tantrum.
I'm going to use my local knowledge. I want to just assure him that I've memorized everything in that pamphlet and just recite it from memory to him.
All right, go ahead and roll. You got 2 points of adrenaline, right?
Yes.
So this will be a total of 9 or under for a succeed.
So there's no way I can't do it. That's a 10.
10?
Why did you say that, Jamie?
Because I wanted to see if it would work, and it did.
Jamie, I think this might be.
Yeah, I think
might be conducive for you, might not. That check has failed, so he is going to be getting more sad because you're not doing a great job. But this check will determine between 1 to 3 points of sadness. Okay. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. You're going to improvise the sights that we are passing by and what we are seeing.
Okay.
At the end of 30 seconds, we'll determine on whether that's 1 or 3 points of sadness.
Awesome.
On your mark, get set, go.
Well, that building's scheduled to be knocked down today.
Oh, I like it when they knock them down.
Yeah, there's a big volcano over there that just erupted a couple years ago.
Oh, is it erupting soon, though?
It's not erupting soon, but it is shaped like a skull, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there is a legion of people there who used to fight in World War II, not for the good side.
I want to go punch them.
Yes, definitely.
Punch them.
Definitely. There's a line of people. They're all going to be punched. And also, you can see there's a guillotine. There's somebody being beheaded today as per local custom.
Time. Beautiful. Yes. We know. Brilliant work, Jamie. I'm only going to give 1 point of sadness because there's a lot of stuff I think Jason Statham would be very, very excited in.
I have concerns.
Let's see here. The what else did we have? Oh, yes. Okay. Privacy screens.
Yes.
Who'd you get to contract these screens? Did you put them up yourself? Did you get a third party?
It's a third party thing. I don't usually put up the screens. I just, make sure they're there.
You can have it cheap, you can have it faster, you can have it good quality, but you can only have 2 out of the 3. Yeah. It seems that you did not get good quality privacy screens. They start to peel away in the wind. We're hitting about 80 miles per hour on this freeway.
Oh no!
Nobody else is on this road. It's totally fine. But the privacy screens, they're starting to rip off. Jason Statham doesn't like that. I don't like change.
I'm taking off my shirt and covering the window.
God, there's a woman here.
Amanda, roll a d6 divided by 2.
D6 divided by 2?
Yes. I'll round down for this.
It's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, so there will only be 1 point of sadness for this because you successfully distract him for a little bit, but then he gets a little.
Me a little bit.
He gets. Yeah, that's right. That physique, that Dorito chip don't quit.
Yeah.
You got him kind of like looking at like the designs on your shirt or whatever. You're like, oh, what's this? Oh, look at this button. Like you got him like almost like a baby with socks, But at some point he starts squirming. Sees the other side. The other side, the privacy screens have totally ripped off, and he goes, "Oh, it's a little bright. I don't like that." And a solitary tear rolls down his face.
You gave him like 5 martinis and some extra Xanax.
And then he gets up. He starts stomping around the place. He starts,
in the car.
In the car, yeah.
Jason.
It's one of those. It's one of those. But it's one of those like SUV stretch.
Oh, like a Humvee one.
Yeah. So he's still like stooped over, but like he's very much like a toddler. Yeah, he can stomp around like a toddler. As he does, he trips, he falls, he windmills, and he falls into his small desk. Who hasn't done a check on these ones yet?
That'd be me.
You. Is there any way you'd like to intervene with him colliding into the desk? It looks like it's gonna be a gnarly fall.
I just go,
Wow, that reminds me that you're a black belt in karate. You took that desk down like only a black belt could.
Oh my god.
Make him feel good about taking that desk down.
What skill are you using this under? Is this Statham lore?
Yeah,
It's true.
Okay, no,
He's really a black belt.
All right.
I know. I got the win.
Go ahead and roll to interrupt this sadness because you see the eyes starting to well. It's his favorite desk. He's worked at that desk his whole career.
That's an 11.
Oh no. Well.
That is an 11.
Okay.
All right. 2 big tears well up in his face and they fall down. And he's not yelling anymore. He just says very quietly, "That was my favorite desk." And he goes to the other side of the stretch limo, which you guys are not sitting on, and he sits down, hunkers down, and you see his shoulders just kind of start shaking up and down. Just,
Hey, you're a black belt. Want to fight?
he looks over his shoulder. "Did you say fight?
Yeah.
Like a spar?
Yeah, buddy.
That might make me feel a little better."
Let's try it.
Did he gain points for sad?
Yes.
How many
so
are we at?
now we are a total of 4 points for sad.
And also, I'm not taking adrenaline because that wasn't dangerous, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'm gonna try to use these hands or weapons to try to make him feel better.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys start sparring. Go ahead and roll.
So I need an 8 or below. And I got an 8.
Oh,
Excellent. That is a success. You take one of his sadnesses away. He is
Okay, good.
gleefully laughing like with every block, every punch, every karate chop. You see the regular Statham glow come back.
I will say this is very homoerotic.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Is your shirt still off? Have you ever
course
recovered
it is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The rest of the way is uneventful. You make it to Eel.
That sounds eventful, but okay.
That's the last event that happened.
Sure.
Up until you pull up to it, there it is. Imagine a neon sign. It says eels, 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 and like
Like
everything-
girls.
It says live eels. Real live eels.
Usually it's not the girls that have the eel signs.
There's an eel revealing cleavage on the photo. You don't know why.
BoJack Horseman bit, if ever I've seen one.
like I said, best eel sanctuary in town.
And you pull up, and Jason Statham, he looks at you all, and he goes, "Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I think I might just be a little hungry. I don't like cars. I do a lot of movies with cars, but you're not actually driving in them. You're actually quite stationary. And I get motion sickness sometimes, so I think my tummy threw me out of whack. So if you don't mind checking in at the front desk, we have a reservation. I'm just going to stay here and just catch my breath, if that's all right. Thanks." And he takes a little seat, and like you see him like fold something over his eyes and just like take some calming breaths as he dismisses you to go check in at the front desk.
Great. I'll go ahead and check in. We have a reservation to see the eel.
Not right now. There's a very there's a very frazzled, very frantic, what looks to be an intern of this eels establishment. Hair's a little disheveled.
The eels internship.
Yeah. Highly sought after.
Oh, absolutely.
She goes, "Look, I'm sorry, we're just in a bit of a crisis. I'm sorry, I know you're here for the eels. You're always here for the eels. We're just... And she runs out the front. You pursue her.
What?
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
We had a reservation.
Eels turnship anything?
Eelternship?
Internship?
Sorry, keep going.
That's worse.
Sorry, that was me.
Okay. Is there like a gate only she can open, or can we continue?
No.
Can we just go?
It's very much like a conservation area where like the gate's just kind of open. It's just kind of like more of a courtesy to check in. Like you could just like push through, do whatever.
baby.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Totally fine.
Is there anything we should know before we go into this eel?
She's already got
I'm
it.
sure it's fine. Someone go get Jason.
I will. I'll go get Jason. My shirt is still off.
Great. He's just in the car. He takes off and he's like, "Well, we all checked in then."
Yeah, all checked in. Right this way. Come on.
Wonderful. All right.
I'm gonna go first in case there's danger.
Gotcha. Excellent. No danger at this eel farm sanctuary. It is completely quiet, actually. There are no...
Save the eel sanctuary.
Yeah. I guess it is. I mean, technically it is eel farm. Is that like... We won't get
Oh, is
too
it
much.
an eel sanctuary?
Eel sanctuary.
It's a
Oh, it's eel
sanctuary. It's a
sanctuary?
sanctuary.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't eat these eels. We save them.
That's so funny.
We save them from themselves.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at the photo. That's right.
Oh yeah, eel sanctuary, and then an owl sanctuary is the same.
Yeah.
All right, everything is there's no lines for anything for like putting 50 cents in and getting a pressed penny. You guys do that, and that makes
an attraction that generally has a very long queue.
Especially the
Where were you? You were gone for 45 minutes. Getting a pressed penny.
yeah, pressed pennies take all my time.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone buy one.
I used to collect them.
I was gonna say I did as well.
Where were you? Pressed penny side, and there's the not pressed penny side.
We're
I
standing in
see
line
the
for 45
divide.
minutes to get that pressed penny. Hell yeah.
Well, now because no one carries pennies, you just have to like swipe your credit card. It gives
And it, like,
you
gives
the
you
penny
a-
and presses it, which
Yeah.
is a totally different vibe.
With the 45-cent service fee.
I want you to press
Bullshit.
my penny. Well, normally you would put in like.
I'm paying like 50 cents, I think. Yeah.
Sorry, I want you to press my penny.
That sounded very
Maybe
deeply
this is the
sensual.
eels talking.
Where's my penny?
Anyway, what do the eels look like?
The eels look like eels. They're long. They're majestic. They're very, very mistaken creatures. A lot of people think they're slimy and gross. They're actually quite wonderful, regal creatures. You read about all the different species of eels on the placards. You're taking Statham by the hand and like, look at that one, and like they're all swimming up and doing stuff.
Wet snakes.
Wet snakes. That's all they are. The world seems to be your oyster. There doesn't seem to be any other people around. There doesn't even seem to be any employees. Is there anything you do while you have all this time and space?
I'm sure to alert Jason Statham and the rest of the posse here. Hey, did you all know that eels scientists still don't know how they reproduce? Even the ones that are raised in captivity, they have no idea. Eels just appear.
That's actually true. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, they still haven't been able to study eels reproducing. They've always done it in secret. We've never seen them do it. Real fact.
Yep.
Good pull.
Thank you. Thank you for knowing it,
Yes.
so that we can
To
have
back
this
you up.
conversation.
Yeah.
Truly insane to
So
me.
for all
Yeah.
we know, these eels are a bunch of fucking virgins.
Nerds! Oh my god!
That fact was so fascinating. I'm erasing a point of sadness on the Statham track.
Wow.
It has
Very
diverted his mind
nice.
enough from being cranky.
He's
in the
now
car ride.
the
He's just-
like
stunning.
eel fucking.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That is stupid crazy.
I read on his Wikipedia page that he
Yeah, we can
loves
only
eels.
guess.
Like,
I mean,
as a theoretical topic.
But then it happens.
The eels fuck, sorry.
And you see it. You witness it for the first time. No,
it's always so exciting.
not the eel spunky, but something equally fucking crazy. Jason Statham has somehow, much like a toddler, gotten away from your view for 2 seconds, and he's scaled the largest eel tank.
Oh, God.
And he's at the top, about to hop in.
I'm climbing up that and trying to drag him back down.
Okay, so you're on your way climbing up. Go ahead and give me a
Extraction?
Yeah. That'll roll well for extraction. 6 or below on these.
Oh, okay, baby.
Let me know if you double up.
Uh-oh. That's an 8.
Uh-oh. All right.
My first failure.
That is a failure, so take 1 point out stability, put it towards adrenaline.
Okie dokie.
And... let's see here. Let me check this Statham try.
Sounds like that computer notification that, what is
Yeah.
that from?
That's the 99-cent store checkers.
Oh, the
scan.
register.
If it would go, if you had a mistake.
There's also like a Microsoft Office or something
yes.
that does like a little when you that's what you are right now. Yeah, it could be kid pics.
If
You know,
like
if
it might be.
Microsoft Office wants to pay me for the rights.
You see him look back down below, also much like a toddler who do dangerous things simply for the attention of it. That's exactly what he's doing here. And you can't quite get purchase. You can't quite...
It's a glass tank.
but
It's just like,
But first, he can't see the effort you're putting in. He's convinced that nobody's coming up to save him, and he needs to know that people are going to be there for him when he's in danger. He gains a point of sadness.
Oh no!
He's coming after him.
sorry, man.
He's getting a little closer to the top.
Jason.
Like to,
Go on.
I'd like to go ahead and try using failed actor. I'd like to go. My God, Jason! There's a baby here who needs saving. It's too close to the eels. Come down and save it. We need a big hero to save the baby.
an eel hero.
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll failed actor. You're looking for a 6 or below on the D12. And we're looking for a 6 on the D6 to see if it's
All right, that is a 5 and no match on the D6.
beautiful. You see him look down, and he kind of nods to himself, and you see him start to reverse a little bit. He's starting to come down a little bit. Now he's got some motivation, some distraction, some purpose. We're going to take away a point of sadness.
Yeah.
So we're at 2 again.
He's not quite out of the woods yet, about halfway down, and this is a very large tank of discriminate height. He loses purchase and he falls.
No.
Jamie, Jen, you both have, or actually, no, did you do something for this?
He
bit of
did.
action?
Not for this one, no.
Not for this one?
Okay.
You guys have any kind of way you can intervene if you wish with your skills.
I'm gonna use my eye for detail to look around to see if there's something soft I can push onto him for his landing.
All right, look around and add your
Like a
adrenaline number.
mattress, an eel mattress, or
How
a
many-
soft plush eel at the merchandise
one
store.
adrenaline or 2?
I have 1 adrenaline.
All right, so we're looking for a 7 or below.
7.
7 on that.
And a 4 on the 6. So
Okay, beautiful.
smush that.
You spot it. You spot the giant eel plush. It is the maximum,
store, yeah.
biggest size of the smaller. You know,
Yeah.
you got the $10
Yeah,
plush
for my
eel.
5'10" brother. Yeah, he's gonna need that. Yeah.
Huge. You get it under.
Big beefy boy.
You get it under him. You can tell though. I mean, this plush, it's gonna soften the fall for sure. She's already committed to that, but it's a large, tall tank of indiscriminate height. Jamie, is there anything you want to do to help this out at all?
Yes,
buddy.
absolutely there is. So I want to use my follow me trait to guide Jason to the plush. So right here, buddy, right here.
You see him as he goes to you, and he goes, "Oh, like a duo move," and you see him start pumping his arms and legs.
Yes,
really,
yes.
really fast.
Just like that.
Go ahead and roll your follow me and add your 2 points of adrenaline. You're looking for an 8 or below.
That is cocked. That is a 10.
10, excellent.
You need
It
to
is
roll this on damage.
Once
more
again, you're
damage.
dead.
Yeah, right.
Is that so that's 10 above the
That's a 10. That's above. That's a fail.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful.
that's higher than 8. Yep.
We're gonna resolve this in a second after what happens here. You get the plush moved in
Yeah.
time where it gets a brunt of it, but he lands on the tail part, which is definitively a little bit smaller than the head part.
Isn't
where all
the
stuff
whole
is.
eel tail?
No, it's different.
Like the very end tail part.
The tail end of the tail.
Yeah.
The
caboose.
the last vertebrae, if you
Sure,
will.
sure.
So you get that part under him, but not the plushiest part under him. You hear just a nasty smack.
Oof. His coccyx. Oh no!
It's his coccyx.
Oh no!
Might be a little bit bruised. He starts wailing as he takes 2 more points in sadness.
He's at 5.
He's at 5 points of sadness.
Oh, wait, no, 4.
No,
I have
4.
4.
4.
I have 4, yeah.
4
I've
points,
never cared
halfway.
so much about Jason Statham's happiness in my life.
I've never worried this much.
You don't watch the Stath meter every day? Sorry.
Stathometer.
He goes, he goes, "I just wanted to be taller than 5'10". I wanted to be 6 foot tall. And then it dawns on you, this is a multi-storied eel sanctuary. You could take him up to the top of the roof if you wanted to stop his sadness right now, if you wanted to.
Is that a good place to take a sad person?
Let's go, baby.
Let's do it. He's been spending a lot of time with The Rock lately. That's why he's been so
Yeah.
nervous about his height. You know, like it makes a difference with these action heroes. Yeah.
Do you want a piggyback ride?
Yes, I
There are some roof eels we should go check out.
Yes, I want the roof eels.
Yeah.
I would like to give
Think
Jason
you've got
Statham
some
a piggyback.
rufiels in your pocket, right?
You all go up with Big J giving a piggyback ride to Jason Statham, and
He's a little taller.
He's a little taller. He's going on each little step.
He is drunk.
Taylor Chalky, you are leading the way. You've been to this place before. You know
Many
this.
times.
You know the spiral staircase like the back of your hand. You know that it's metallic. You know that things, especially sound waves, bounce off of metal. You hear it first before anybody else does, so you have first time to act. You just hear it. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking jump. I swear to God, I have nothing to fucking live for.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
And it sounds like it's just right beyond the closed door that leads to the roof.
Let's just turn around because we're having a fun game.
Oh God, no! No, we're gonna save this person right now. Who has anything?
So
Jamie's got first action though. He's leading the group.
I would love to
Go save a life, man.
I would love to say, wait right here. Let me just make the roof wheels are ready. And I want to like go a little bit ahead, go out the door, and call to the jumper. I want to.
What did you roll?
The suicide roll. I would like to use follow me to attempt to be like, guys, I got Jason Statham here to see these roof wheels. If you all just stop all of
How
this,
many people are here?
Whatever you
you
might
can
be
follow
doing.
Jason Statham around while he looks at the roof wheels.
Oh my God.
So you're out on the roof landing.
Is
right?
there
And
anyone
you
else
see-
there besides the jumper?
There's exactly one guy out there. He's wearing a suit. You know, it looks like a very expensive suit.
It's the Rock. Sorry.
It's a very expensive suit with the with embroidery of the eels iconography on the back.
Fantastic.
He's looking down. His back is to you. He doesn't notice you're there, and he's yelling down at, assumedly, what would be a group of people on the other side of the building from the front entrance. And he's yelling out, "I don't have anything to fucking live for anymore. The goddamn stock market just crashed. All of it. I had all my stocks in eels. I'm done for." And he's looking down, and it looks like he's about to jump. How do you intervene?
I'm gonna be like, I got Jason Statham here. Don't do it.
All right, roll for it.
Just hold off till he's gone.
This is, what did you say? This is
And
your
then
follow
preferably
me?
forever.
This is your follow me roll.
This is my follow me roll.
Okay.
With my 2 points of adrenaline, that is a success because it brings it up to a DC of 8, and I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Yay!
And it doesn't match on the die.
Excellent. He turns around and he goes, "Did you say Jason Statham?"
Yes. You don't
takes-
have to call him Mr. Statham.
He looks at you like,
That's what they're making me call him.
not
too.
really enthusiastically. "I can do that." He takes another step to you. "I can do that."
Yeah, follow me, nice and
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Don't make me roll anything else. Come on, let's just go.
you didn't double up on your dice, right?
I did not. No.
Okay, great. And you save him. You save the jumper. You,
All right.
you grab him by the hand and you lead him
Thank
down the
you.
stairs. And you hear a very distinct voice go, "Who the fuck are you?"
This is the. He works here, and he's going to give you
He
a
was
special
gonna kill
tour.
himself.
He's going to give you a special tour of the roof fields. He was going to kill himself, but now he would love to give you a tour of the roof fields.
That's right. That's right.
Do you want to get down, Mr. Statham?
Yeah. I'll dismount. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The guy who was about to jump says, "Yeah. You know what? The roof eels. There were roof eels, just to be very specific.
Very
There were eels on the roof." He said, "Yeah. You know the roof eels. They're not even that really impressive. You know, they're more of a gimmick than anything. I'd really love to show you guys something else though. Something I've been working on.
Is there a secret special kind of eel?
They're called the eels of the sky. I've been working on this for a while. Okay, my money, it's all fucked in the eel market, but
yeah.
I knew about it. I had a little backdoor plan. I'm in owls now. I would really like to show you the owl part of this sanctuary."
I'm sorry. Did you just say owls were the eels of the sky?
Yeah, you've never heard that
I
before?
can't think of a thing less like an eel.
Let me
This
show
guy's
you
having
to
a tough day. This guy's having a tough day.
Let me show you to him and I'll show you what they're made of.
Before you show us to them, also,
John, you
there's an
also
owl
have-
section of this eel sanctuary.
Well, yeah.
You look out the front and it actually says eels, owls, eels.
They blink in different rhythms. So you never saw the owls.
Okay.
You never saw the ampersand owl. You only saw the eels.
Got it.
The real live is always lit up though.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's real live, owls, real live.
Eels.
I'd really like to show it to you guys though, because I haven't showed anybody yet, and I think there's some ridiculous. And actually, Mr. Statham, I'm looking for some investors. Maybe depending on how you feel about the owl sanctuary, you'd like to invest in this.
Would that be good for you?
Mr. Statham does like to make very serious investments in the stock market when there's something good to look at, so we could take a look at this, don't you think, Jason?
I don't know.
Why are you looking at us? Jason's over there.
Wait, where'd he go?
Oh,
He was right here.
I like thinking about the stock market ticker for eels just being EEL, like the code, and then the one, yeah.
I like thinking that somehow Wesley Snipes did that. The implication is that he crashed the stock market.
Funny you mentioned that.
Whoa.
Dun,
Because
dun.
none of you three get this notification. Neither of you are in the corporate white collar world so much, but you, appraised on all things financial movers and shakers in the world. You get a little buzz, a little notification on your phone, and the headline says "Hostile Takeover: Eel Farm Taken Over by High Caliber Rifle Incorporated." Weird. Moving on,
Probably
the
nothing to
guy,
worry
the
about.
jumper.
Probably not.
Imagine how that would help.
He calls himself Ray. Ray takes you out the back and through the woods a little bit. He goes, I've got all this acreage right here. We're gonna tear down all these trees. Well, not all the trees, because owls live in trees. They gotta have a place to live in. But we're gonna tear a lot of this down. We're gonna build up another sanctuary for the owls, and the owls and the eels. We're actually gonna. It's gonna be. A
Are
hybrid.
you worried that the owls will eat the eels?
Well,
Or
I
is
hadn't thought
that
about
like
that yet. I
is that
hadn't thought about
considered as
that.
like a food source for the owls? So it's kind of a reciprocal.
I hadn't thought about that yet, but what I do
Sure.
know is that owls are nocturnal and eels are definitely probably not. So
Diurnal
They're underwater creatures.
is the.
okay.
Anyway, show us the owls. We're interested. I'm just trying to.
Baby, are we loving this?
I feel like I'm learning a lot here, but I don't know. I think and as we move into this next piece of it, we need to choose new Statham tracks that are under threat. Players, what Statham track do you want to bring in?
What's he showing us again?
He's showing you this new extension
new
to the
owl.
sanctuary. It's the new owl section to the eel sanctuary.
Because of the fact that it's like. We're also talking about the stock
And he
market.
hasn't gotten any inboard yet, has he?
No.
So it seems safe. Or
Yeah.
arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to
Arrested
think
would
of a
be
way
funny.
to get
I mean,
arrested.
hey, he might get arrested at an owl sanctuary. I can see that happening too.
True.
I'm gonna pick board. I think you're right. Board flies.
I
Yeah.
think that makes most sense. Yeah.
Bored for you guys?
Yeah.
Bored.
All right, so we're gonna try to keep him from being bored. Personally, I'm going with arrested.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
He might be.
Or actually,
No.
You gonna try and kill him again?
Keep him arrested. Keep him arrested.
no, I'm going to go with. I'm
Arrested.
gonna keep the throttle on sad.
Oh, dang.
We're gonna try to keep him from being a sad little baby.
Oh God.
Ray.
Is our last one?
Yeah, this will be our last scenario. Ray has shown you guys kind of like, and you see some constructive bits, there's like some massive outpostings and stuff like that. It looks like it's gonna be bigger and cooler than the eel sanctuary. It looks like it's actually gonna be really cool. And then he takes you to the playground. This one is fully constructed, but it's like a little play area for kids.
Oh, that's fun.
Looks to be in that, kind of more, not exactly for like 5 and under. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more like 8 to youths, like 8 to 15. There's some rock walls that are a little bit high, stuff like that. And Statham looks at you guys. What?
Go on.
What?
Go on.
15 just felt.
Like 15-year-olds running around the playground. Anyway, go on.
It's like an extreme adventure thing, right?
Okay,
They got like
okay.
sections with like 3 rock
is
There's a
slides.
zip line.
There's a
Okay.
zip line. Yeah, there's some stuff that requires some
this is cool.
harnessing, stuff
Sure,
like that.
okay.
It's a wilderness adventure place. Yeah. And Statham looks at all of you and goes, "Can I go try that?"
Yeah, buddy.
And he takes off. He just takes off, and you see him playing. He looks like he's having a grand old time.
He's so happy.
When he's drunk, he reverts right to childhood like this. It's funny, yeah.
He looks really, really good. And Ray turns to you and he goes, "Man, I'm just, I'm really trying to get this thing off the ground. You guys all seem to be like his entourage or something, or heck, I don't even need to know about him. What about you guys? Would you guys want to like invest in this?"
Well, so far, I haven't seen hide nor feather of an actual owl yet.
Well, no. The owls are the last thing you got to get in. You got to get in everything else. So like, this is more proof of concept. And I mean, like, if we
You're really sweaty.
Yeah.
and he's very sweaty. He's very anxious. He's very nervous. He goes,
Do you need a little?
Yeah, he looks at you and he starts to like pucker his lips.
No.
Okay, what are you offering? I'm sorry. What are you actually offering?
Well, I'm very good friends with a doctor.
Yeah.
Who wrote me a prescription? What the fuck is happening?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I need $100,000. I need $100,000 by the end of today. If I'm not gonna get it, this whole operation's gonna close, and that's gonna come after my house. Do you guys have anything that you can help me with, huh?
You don't make that much in private security. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't make that much when the fucking stock market crashes either. In eels.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, that's a no from you. What about you guys? Come on, that's only 33 repeating each. K each. 33K repeating each. What do you think? Come on, 33K repeating each.
I don't know that it's a good idea for my client to get involved with a risky business like owls or eels right now.
Oh God.
That wasn't a
Okay.
Jason Statham.
Fine, that's fine. That's an even split. 50K each. You guys look like
I'm just gonna give you this and bid you a good day.
What about you? You're young, but what? You got some air money or something, right?
100K, baby.
I'm a tour guide. Which
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, wait!
Oh, wait. Oh,
My grandma
You
left
make
me
tips?
some money in her
No.
will.
Okay,
Just kidding, I don't have anything.
You don't want to do
It's a fun
that.
joke, though, right?
Shit, man. Shit, I really didn't want to do this. He seems so cool. I really wanted to get him to know him on like a personal level, but we're just gonna have to extort him. Oh God.
You know that's
God.
illegal,
And you know you
right?
shouldn't tell us that.
Of course I know. That's why I'm getting out of here. And he takes off in a full sprint.
Oh,
not
he
before I
disappears.
Oh my God,
You
yeah.
hear the phrase. You see him get like a little radio thing that seems to be like venue equipment, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Before you can do anything, he takes off in a full sprint, and you just hear him over the radio say, send her in, fucking send her in. The playground is a little far from you guys. Not too much, but you know, it's long enough where a kid's got to go run exuberantly into it, and like, you know, it's a ways off. You can't get there before you see it. Unveiling themselves in the slide. You know kind of how the slides have that dome around it and stuff?
Yeah.
A lady walks out.
No, is it sexy lady Statham?
5'10".
Sorry.
5'10". Beautiful red dress, the highest heels you've ever seen, impressively stilettos, which is even more impressive with all the like little holes in the playground made up. Blonde wig, obviously atop a bald head. You hear it.
Oh no.
Hey there, big boy. Statham whips around at the lady Statham. Hey there, big girl. And he seems intoxicated, enchanted. He takes a step towards her and goes, what's a girl like you doing on a playground like this?
An owl sanctuary, an owl/eel sanctuary like this.
And she says, oh, me? I'm just looking for Lady Statham talks like this, that's right.
Does she now?
I'm just looking for a measly $100,000. I would do anything for $100,000. And our Statham goes, oh, wait a second, and he pulls out his phone, I've got $100,000 right here.
No, Jason, no! Remember.
Let me walk to you and walk
Jason,
one step.
my pants
Your pants
are on.
are
My
on.
shirt is still off, but I think the pants are coming off now. Because
It only feels right.
to distract him from Lady Statham.
Is that our first move?
It doesn't have to
Sounds
be.
like it.
If anyone wants anything else,
I love
let
it.
me
No,
know.
I'm so fucking in.
So you are just like, look at me, I'm pantsless, right?
And
That
you
kind of
know,
deal,
like
or-
again, Dorito body.
Absolutely.
It's hot.
I just want to make sure I'm getting it.
That's where I should just tackle him, but this feels more fun.
It's gonna
So
take
You
time
can
to get
tackle
there.
him pantsless.
that's true. I can. Pants come off, then I run.
Yes.
Gotcha.
for
okay.
aerodynamics.
So you're running that like a full sprint. You're trying to make it to him before he does that wire transfer.
Yes.
It's gonna take you some time. We're gonna revisit that.
Sure.
Who else wants to intervene with this?
I've got one. Jason, don't forget that from 2010 until present, you've been with Rosie Huntington Whiteley. Yeah, you're engaged, and anything that you try transfer away will be seen as illegal because your assets, you're trying to hide them. This could be very bad for the prenup.
You see him take another slow motion step.
That's my lore, by
That's
the
your
way.
law,
Yeah.
lore. He looks at you. He obviously takes that in. He looks at Lady Statham, and Lady Statham, who's also wearing a wedding ring, takes it off and just says, "They play soccer with a goalkeeper." And she throws the ring away. As Statham's morals are coming into question, he looks back at you. Go ahead and roll for that law lore check.
Yeah.
Who plays soccer with a goalkeeper?
Oh, that's what they say when they're like cheating on someone.
Oh, I've never heard that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Of like soccer teams have a goalie, but people still score.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
How many points of adrenaline do you have?
1.
Looking for a 10 or under for this check.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Roll a
You
4.
got it,
Excellent.
baby.
I guess.
All right. Excellent. We are going to take away.
Legally, you can't make money decisions without your partner.
You know, normally not being able to get his way would make him sad, but the thought of his wife makes him happy. We're
Partner,
gonna take
engaged.
a point away.
They're engaged. Fiance.
Oh, fiance? You know, even there's so much more on the horizon
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
that is to be
Potential.
experienced.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a point of sadness away for that. Jamie, Amy, what do you guys wanna do about him? He takes another step in slow motion. He looks at his ring and he goes, "Oh, I'm pretty faithful, but I'll still give you the money."
Oh no.
Oh no, baby.
I think Taylor Chalky would try to use his extreme sports once more on the playground equipment to, like Fred Flintstone, slide down a slide, flip on the monkey bars, and just parkour gymnastics monkey bar style over to the sexy Lady Statham. I think he's going to try to incapacitate her or otherwise remove her from Jason Statham's sight.
Right on. Let's go ahead and roll for it. You got 2 points of adrenaline. You're looking for a 7 or below on that D12.
I am.
That's cocked.
It's cocked. It was a 6.
They're hard to roll weirdly.
That's a 7.
That's a 7.
Holy shit.
Excellent.
Woo! And no match on the die.
No match on the die. Perfect. Great. We're going to resolve that in tandem with Amanda's check. I'm going to get to your check at the end.
Okay.
You mean like the pantsless tackle? You
Pantsless
want?
tackle,
Exactly.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Because that's going to be working in tandem. Amy, what
Underwear or no? Yeah. Okay, sure.
Anyways.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Paint the
Dependable.
Yeah.
Depends. Sorry.
No. I'm going
Yes.
to use
You got this.
I'm gonna just pull out my bottle of pills and shake them like a rattle.
Oh my god.
Hell
Like
yes.
dangling the keys
Yeah.
in front of like. No, pay attention.
Tried to distract this man like he is 5 years old.
He's been acting like he's 5 years old.
I was gonna say, it sounds like Jason Statham is just a big child.
Go ahead and roll me on that narcotics. We're looking for a
quote us
6 or
on that.
below on the D12.
I'll be right back, yo.
Ooh, that is an 8.
8. Excellent.
Oh
As you shake the pill bottles, you just rocket it out of your own grip. Your grip's just not what it used to be. Yeah, you know, your old-timey agent. Yeah, you're still mentally there, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arthritis, you know, it's getting.
How old is she?
How old is Veronica?
You never ask a lady's age.
Fair enough.
Did your accent just become transatlantic all of a sudden?
Oh god, that's right. Oh my gosh.
What was I doing before?
I was Gene Kelly's agent before this. Okay.
We'll resolve that in a second with what happens. Amanda.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for that sprint to. You're trying to like tackle and restrain Jason Statham, right? Excellent. Are you using this for extraction?
Can
Or-
it be these hands or weapons?
Yeah, more
Great.
vices.
Yeah.
All right.
Or if we're taking the pants into the account, these weapons are weapons and these pants are weapons.
Fair. Any points in adrenaline?
I have 1 in adrenaline, so I need a 9 or below.
9 or below. Excellent.
Right. And I got a 7.
All right. Wonderful.
Wrap it gonna run him around in pants.
We're gonna resolve this last little bit when Jamie gets here because it's gonna involve him as well.
Jamie, return to
And
us.
it's gonna be.
Describe Jason Statham's emotional state right now for us.
Please.
Yeah,
Give us a.
It's conundrum.
Yeah.
Just Dorito body, just glistening in the sun underneath the owl sanctuary. That's all. That's all I needed to say.
Not a single owl.
Not a single owl. No.
You gotta.
Do we hear a hoot?
You gotta.
Owlless sanctuary.
Nothing. It's silent out here. You gotta build it, and then they will come.
I don't think that's how I don't think that's how sanctuaries work.
That's baseball players.
He lost all of his money in eels, and he's got no owl money left. The eel money was going to be owl money.
Like this is a
Does
good
he have
business.
Does he have anything that he has to pay? Does he have to pay any owlimony?
Oh no, Eric!
Quit.
You're better than that.
We're out.
Oh no!
Oh, the stream's on.
Please.
Cool.
So we have. Did you guys take a Satter board on this one?
We had taken board.
Oh yes, we had.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, this is gonna interact in a way.
Do you want to just start wrapping this up?
Yeah, I guess we gotta. Amy, with that failed check, here's how it goes. Here's how it goes. It's all slow motion. Jason Statham.
Statham?
Damn. Statham. If he's watching, I apologize.
He's not.
Wait, who's that in the chat?
Statham, Jathman, Statham.
No, that's Jason Bateman.
All right, there he is, Jamie.
He takes another step towards the Lady Statham, hell bent intent on this wire transfer. He's got the QR for his Zelle all ready to go and everything.
For $100,000.
Okay, that would be a limit on
And
that.
then two peculiar things happen almost at the same time. The bottle of pills flying through the air meets up in terms of velocity with Taylor Chalky absolutely racing up these steps. You say you're going after Lady Statham?
Yeah.
And you're trying to take her
To
down?
remove her from his sight. Just so that I assume that if Jason Statham sees something, I believe he has the object permanence of a baby. So if I remove this sexy Lady Statham from his sight, he'll forget about her.
Yeah.
That feels legit.
Yeah.
The bottle of pills thrown by Veronica, listen baby, takes an unfortunate route. It was shaken vigorously, it was randomly released, but it seems like fate. A crack can be heard. The crack of Taylor Chalky's skull.
No.
And this is a heavy bottle of pills. This is a lot of pills.
Oh God!
It's like one of those, like, chode pill bottles.
And there's no air or wiggle room in it. It's stocked to the brim of
With,
pills,
like,
so it's
pills.
hard and dense.
That's why you couldn't shake it. 'Cause
Yeah. There
like
you
a
go.
rattle, there was no
There's
shaking
no rattle.
room.
No room in here.
In tandem with the
Full of
loud crack and now the shaken pills, much like a baby rattle, it's gotten Statham's full attention, and he's fully intended on that. But he doesn't realize that the bridge he's taking to the slide to meet Lady Statham is a step bridge. You gotta take steps up there. He trips. This playground was under construction, but not fully constructed. Safety guidelines were the last thing to go in. There are no
They built
railings.
playground.
And it's a pretty tall, it's up for years 8 to 15. Big J.
Yeah.
Here is the choice in front of you.
Okay, yeah.
You are equidistant between Taylor Chalky, the innocent tour guide, who has just been cracked in the skull and has sailed over, not even close to Lady Statham. Now he's over the side, looking towards the. They didn't get a chance to put in any of the rubber, any of the wood chips. It's a concrete foundation. On the same height, same trajectory, you have Jason Statham also falling from the same height. And he's going, no.
Who's paying you, buddy?
What Sophie's Choice have you given?
Which one indeed?
Who's paying you, buddy?
Oh, I hate it. I'm sorry, Taylor, but I got a job to do, man.
It's fine. I really respect you.
Oh, it sucks. All right.
Hear almost at the same time, almost in sync, you hear a kind of a, it's still a sound to make when you catch somebody from that height in your arm. There's a lot of that kind of thing. At the same time, almost like background noise, you hear just it's a sickening thud.
A splat.
Splat, basically.
This is Taylor Chucky. It's the ground. Oh God, I'm sorry, Taylor. Dear God, we've murdered someone. Someone is dead.
When you'd spend time with my brother, this is not the first time this has happened.
Jason Statham looks at you and he goes,
I knew I could count on you. You've saved every Jason that you've ever worked with.
Yeah. Jason Isaacs made it hard sometimes.
and we flash forward a couple of months, all of us, the same group, at Taylor Chalky's funeral.
Oh my God!
They do. It's open casket.
We're following him all the way.
Where the pallbearers?
Several months.
Yeah.
Why did we leave with his body in the interim?
The Chalky family subscribes to very weird religious beliefs.
I see.
They had to sort out a lot of
They had to embalm
religious
him.
and spiritual beliefs. Yes.
He had to spend 3 months in state.
His corpse is actually suspended in a test tube, just floating there.
The four of you are up there: Jason Statham, Stacy Statham, Big J, and Veronica Listen Baby, and you're all looking up at the unfortunate corpse that was or is now a corpse of Taylor Chalky. And Jason
look to the end, baby.
Yeah, Jason puts a hand on him as well. And Jason looks at you and he goes,
I think I've just thought of something fun we could do today.
and he hoists the corpse out of the casket and he looks at all of you and goes,
how do you all feel about a heist?
We have the corpse of our former tour guide.
Oh my God! Oh no!
Oh my God, insane.
there it is. And that is Jason Statham's Big Vacation.
Oh
Followed
God!
by Weekend
What
at
was it?
Bernie.
Weekend at Chalky's.
Chalkies, I love it.
Oh my God, amazing.
Oh my goodness.
So fun.
Hi everyone. Thanks
Wow.
for watching this insanity.
Listen, someone always dies on a staycation. It's what happens.
So true. You probably figured this out. We stream live on Twitch on Tuesdays and release those episodes to YouTube on Fridays. You can follow us on Instagram at Legacy of Fools, and there you'll find the link tree with all of our socials, which are mainly at Legacy of Fools. If you like us, share us with your friends. If you hate us, share us with your enemies or your friends or whoever you want to. But it's cool. If you want, you can go and you have. If you want to go even further and are in the financial position to do so, you can support us on Patreon at Legacy of Fools. We have a $5 a month tier, and we have a $20 a month tier. You get fan Discord, bonus content, all sorts of fun stuff. It says Tim to let Tim know he's good to give his part of the spiel, but it's Eric this time, so
Tim in the chat, go.
Wait.
I just wanted to give a quick few shout outs, some thank yous to people that made this possible. We are not on our regular format, but we do still appreciate and thank the following: Rob Carlos for our character art, our logo art, much more, everything that you do for us. It is so appreciated. Thank you so much. Also a shout out to Gene Carlos for moderating our chat room tonight. Thank you so much for cleaning out that spam in there we saw earlier. Thank you for being on top of that. And Sarah Poole for set decoration. And obviously, thank you to the audience. We cannot do this without you. Thank you personally for watching me. I am not often in the DM chair, but I have a lot of fun when I do it. Thank you to the players for allowing me to run this two-shot. And thank you again to the minds of Grant Howitt and Chris Taylor and Sean Smith for this one-shot, Jason Statham's Big Vacation. And with that, I guess the last thing to say is see you next Tuesday.
Worms.